valuable off. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a group with a lot to prove here today. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Calls his own number. He's loose at the 30, the 10. All the way in for the touchdown.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Fine play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Gonna run it. It's Lewis. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Oh, it's a reverse. And that was a creative play call, but a better defensive play to stop it for no gain.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Tackled after picking up the first down.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on 3rd and goal. But a little time, lets it go. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
Just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw, it's Madden. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Still running at the 40. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He shanked it. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. He's taking the shot. And he's got it inside the 35. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 4 over Houston. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback checking the play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Sims. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Using his legs, it's Sims. And he could not get loose on the run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Well, they tried it again and got the same result. They'll get nothing and like it. Now they're looking at a 3rd down.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Picks his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fair catch called for and made. Line gets set, 1st down. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try the middle. At the 40, there he goes. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout called by the offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the left. At the 45, on his way. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32. He's got 98 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
They'll run play action. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
The official says no good, and the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Got the first down, looking for more. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Second down.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Looking for space. It's Lewis. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And he's got it inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're going to run it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Power football with the run. so close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll put the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up second and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Snags it. And he's in for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Louisiana Tech was able to cap off a close one in Ruston with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass, it's Madden. Oh, he wants it all. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on them. They've moved to the 16. It's first and 10. Off the play fake. Gets away from one. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's got room. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Madden. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He just threw it away. I get not wanting to throw an interception, but you'd think you might want to keep that play alive.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's got it on the right. At the 40, there he goes. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide out in motion. Quarterback will keep it. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Madden. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Hard running there. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to run for it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Running back goes in motion. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
At the 25-yard line. Third down coming up.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Looking for a man. It's Madden. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but
Looking for a huge play. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
A first down for the offense. To the ground with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Looking for a productive play on first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
picks up 3. Second down coming up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Using his legs, it's Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Off play action. Fires into the end zone. And the ball is picked off. The 30. Past the 10. And he's in for the score.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Ready?
One more play to pad the stats.
Belly stunner. Come on, set.
They go to the ground. And that is how we will wrap this one up. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.